Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God, and the Word was made flesh. Likewise, when your mother's mother carried her, you were there. An egg within the womb's egg, readily equipped with all of the possibilities of life ever to be held within her. Imagine a woman carrying millions of lives within her person just because of you. Before you were formed, you were there, lives, nesting, waiting for the moment to hatch into existence under the care of the carrier, breaking down barriers, going against all odds to make life all the more merrier, just for you. Not knowing if she was carrying a world changer or a little world that would change her. To her, that did not matter. She was just honored to carry the torch forth into this earth that would allow the mantle of responsibility to rest upon her for lives. Lives that she was willing to fight for to no end. That fight knew no limits, knew no bounds, was relentless in its quest, all for you. Money was not a factor. High risks did not detract her. Dashed hopes even did little to stop her pursuit, for she knew within herself that she was quilted with a litany of lives. Lives that dutifully declared a strength and resilience amongst endless qualities that she might otherwise have lacked, if not for you. Lives that once realized and materialized showed as familiar. She noticed a certain something about you that answered her inadequacies, spoke to the power she holds, fulfilled the dreams of old, and reinforced her ability to be bold. She looked into your eyes and saw herself, a well of wealth that painted the picture of health, an opportunity to do over the missteps of fore. She felt it, exuded it all before your actualization. But following your implantation and earthly initiation, she grew an affinity, a different appreciation. Her entire mindset changed the moment she learned of you. Her life forever shifted when she laid eyes on you. But you forever changed her name, her character, her legacy. And as she poured into and nurtured you, and the true nature of exchange, she did the same for you. Her body became the ultimate whole food market with all of the nutrients and ingredients necessary to promote strong, healthy growth, all for you. She was immortalized in time because of you. Became a student of life, ever learning the definition of love because of you. The ultimate charitable institution, giving to you everything she never had and more. The seamstress that pricked her fingers well into the night to stitch your Easter wear so you'd look right. The chef that boasted the ultimate Thanksgiving feast. The elf who workshopped Christmas morning. The warrior that prayed for your safety and stability. The chastisement of your peace, who righted your wrongs with miracle whips. The one who supplied an unforgettable experience for her daughter or son as she laced you in freshness and sent you to prom. The one who picked you up and kissed your boo-boo. The one who watched you kiss your boo, then began to boo-hoo. She became everything and left the former shell of herself, all for you. Even if you chose her or she chose you, she came along and made life anew. Gave of love, her will subdued, all for the likes of little old you. She fans out about you, bragging to everyone about who you've become and the things you can do. She thinks the world of you. You can do no wrong. And if anyone disagrees, she'll be the first to make them realize they could have kept their thoughts all along. But the tide starts to turn and you seek to repay her. An impossible feat to pay favor for favor. You'll rise and call her blessed, as told by the Bible, realizing her faults are covered with love, and to her there is no rival. In her fragility, you take on the boldness she showed you before. You provide and care for her, love and adore. In a way, you switch roles, but don't mistake you're on opposite poles. One could never overcome the other, and no, not one could ever take the place of a mother.
Amen.